Alright guys, so today we are ready for our last new lesson before Christmas break. You learned yesterday about linear inequalities and how to decide if a point was a solution or not. Today we are going to look at systems of inequalities. And learn how to deal with those. Now you'll notice I have my Desmos calculator already pulled up, and that's because we are going to continue to use the calculator to help us with this. Alright, so when we talk about a system of inequalities, it is two linear inequalities, which is what you did yesterday. So it's two of them on the same graph. So you're going to take the problems you did yesterday and put two of those on a graph at the same time. Excuse me. Now you learned yesterday that the solution was the shaded area. It's going to be similar today. Today the solution is going to be the blended area. And what I mean by that is it's going to be where the two colors, because you're going to have two graphs, so each one is going to be graphed in its own color. So this is going to be where the two colors overlap each other. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a minute when we do one of these problems. So here is the big deal. To be a solution, a point must land in that blended area. So yesterday it only had to land in the shaded area. That was enough. But today, because there are going to be two colors, it's going to have to land in that blended area where both of the colors are found. So a system of inequalities is going to be two of them on the same graph. The solution is going to be that blended area, so not just shaded, but blended, where the two colors are overlapping. And to be a solution, a point has to land in that blended area. It's no longer enough just to be in a shaded area. You've got to be where both colors are found. All right, so here's what we're talking about. 2x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. 3x minus y less than 2. So notice, two problems at the same time. Now, what's going to happen is, again, you're going to be given ordered pairs. And your job is going to be to say, yes, that is a solution, or no, that's not. So we're going to try these four ordered pairs. Are they solutions or not? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get both of these problems put in. So we're going to do 2x plus 4y is less than or equal to 12. So there's my line. You can see that purple shaded area. So that one's done. All right, now here comes our second one. We're going to do 3x minus y is less than 2. So that's green. Now you'll notice if you look at this that one of the lines is solid. That's because that first inequality sign was underlined, and one of these is dashed. That's because the second one was not underlined. Now, you'll notice this area is green only. This area is purple only. Right here is the area where those two colors blend. So here's where I have to land if I want to be a solution. So now let's start trying these points. All right, so make a new line, hit enter. So we're going to do parentheses, 2, comma, 6, and close the parentheses. And we're looking for a purple dot. Right here he is. And you'll notice he's in the green shaded area, but he's not in the blended area where purple and green get together. So I'm going to have to say for that point that he is a no. He is not a solution even though he's in a shaded area, because he is not in that blended shading where the purple and the green are together. We've got to be in this blended area right here in order to be a solution. All right, so let's try that next ordered pair. Parentheses, we're going to do -4, comma, -14. Now we're looking this time for the black dot. I don't see him, so what that means is I may need to zoom out. Yeah, now that I've zoomed out, I can see him. Now what you'll notice is he has landed right on that line. And notice what kind of line it is. It's a dotted line. Remember, if you land on a line, it has to be a solid line in order to be a solution. We talked about that yesterday. So for this one as well, we're going to have to say it's a no. We're on a line, and that line is not solid, so I am not a solution in that case. Okay, let's go to our next point. We've got 6, 4. So parentheses, 6, comma, 4. We're looking for the red dot. Notice the red dot is over here where there is no shading at all. So he is also a no. He is also a no. He is not in the blended area. So this last one is our only hope. Parentheses, we're going to do -3, comma, 2. We're looking for a blue dot. Right here he is. And you'll notice that he is in that blended area where the green and the purple are together. So this point would be my yes. He is a solution. So you're going to graph them both together. You're going to graph the ordered pairs. And what you're looking for is whether your point lands in that blended area or not. So it's not enough to be in a shaded area. I've got to be where the two colors blend. And notice again that if you land on one of the lines, the line has to be solid. So I want to emphasize that again. All right, let's do one more of these. This time I picked out y is greater than or equal to -3x plus 5, along with 3y is greater than x plus 12. And I've got several points I want to try this time. Let's do 9, 8. Let's do -2, 19. Let's do 0, 12. Let's do 0, 10. -6, 12. 8, 3. 1, 6. And -2, 0. So for each of these points, we're going to decide either yes, it is a solution, or no, it's not. All right, let's start by deleting all of this stuff we already have in here because we need a clean slate. And now we're ready. First, type in both problems. So y greater than or equal to -3x plus 5. So notice, solid line, green shading. Second problem, 3y is greater than x plus 12. So notice, dotted line, purple shading, and you can see right in here would be the blended area. This would be just purple, this would be just green. Right here in the middle is where they would get together. So you have kind of this angle shape right here. This area right here that's darker is where those would get together. All right, so now let's start with our points. Parentheses. 9, 8, close parentheses. So we're looking for the black dot. Right there he is. Notice he is in that blended area. So this would be a yes. He is a solution. All right, so next up, parentheses, -2, 19. We're looking for a red dot this time, right there. Notice he also is in that blended area, so he would also be a yes. (0, 12). We're looking for the blue dot right there. Notice again, He is in the blended area, so he is a yes. All right, parentheses, 0, 10. Whoops, I put that on the same line. 0, 10. So we're looking for green this time. There's green. Notice again, he is within that blended area, so he is a yes. Okay, and I'm getting ready to do it again. Hit enter. Then parentheses, -6, 12. We're looking for purple this time, which is right here. Now notice he is outside of the blended area, which is here. He's in that purple only area. So this is the first time we're going to have to say no. I've got to be in the blended area, not just shaded. I've got to have both colors on my side. All right, enter, parentheses, 8, 3. Now you notice it's starting to repeat colors. So I think if I were you at this point, I would go back and delete all of these others. So here is my black dot. He's in the green shaded area but missed the blended, so he would be a no. Got to be green and purple to be a solution. I have to be both. All right, parentheses, 1, 6. Red dot. He is in that blended region between the green and the purple, so he is a yes. And then we got one more to go. Parentheses, -2, 0. And I did it again. Holy moly. Parentheses, -2, 0. I apologize for that, folks. So red dot. Notice he is in this area that has no shading whatsoever, so he is definitely not a solution. So the big deal here is you have got to land, and it won't let me draw on this over here, but you have got to land where those two colors cross each other, right there in the middle. So this is purple, green, white, and then right here is where they get together. So plot those points on the calculator, see if they land where you need them to land. All right, so give these a try today. If anything in this lesson doesn't make sense, I will expect to hear from you. If you are behind on your work,